Off to Mellon and Lambo and fires back to Grohl in the corner. Three-pointer, yes! Nothing but net for Tierra Grohl, and the Rebels are back on top.
Rich Rebel basketball is on.
Back outside, Hopkin open three, yes! Julia Hopkin ties it!
After going 20-8 and finishing 5th at last season's state tournament, the Lady Rebels have their eyes fixed on finishing a few spots higher this season.
Dribbles across the timeline, passes up ahead, and Risha Larson with the finish from the right side.
Coach Cody Lundgren returns for his 3rd season on the bench, and with 8 seniors on the squad and a realigned region, the Rebels are ready to run.
Dishes off, Leifson turns, shoots, and hits. Jackie Leifson with the bucket.
MyLocalRadio.com presents Rich Rebel basketball on KADQ FM 98.3 Rebel Radio with live streaming video at MyLocalRadio.com.
Yep, Amber Lee for the three. Right wing, yes, Amber Lee Smith.
Rich High School Hoops is brought to you by
Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, by West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign of Evanston. The Wind River Hotel and Casino of Riverton, Wyoming, and by MyLocalRadio.com.
Kick it across, Cornea left baseline jumper good. Nothing but net, Kaylee Cornea.
And now, Rebel Round Ball fans,
Leifson again, this time lobs it in. Nye, quick shot, got it to go, Kim Nye.
Put the kids to bed, tie up the horses, and turn up the volume.
Katie fires across the lane, nice pass. Larson wide open, and Talisha.
As we head courtside to join the voice of the Rich Rebels, Ryan Steineckert.
Kiera for three from the right wing, yes! Good afternoon, Rebel fans, and welcome to the Sevier Valley Center and Rich High School Lady Rebel basketball on KADQ FM 98.3 and MyLocalRadio.com. Hard to believe it. Just a few short weeks since the volleyball season came to an end. We hit the hardwood today. It's the Rebels against the Bryce Valley Mustangs, the defending state champs who graduated their top 6 scorers. We'll tell you more about that in our Lazy S Ranching scene set. Tip-off is set for 30 minutes from now. And in the meantime, we have your comprehensive
When you have dental care done, Family Dental, Dr. Sean.
Welcome back to the Sevier Valley Center. Ryan Steineckert here as the Rich Rebel basketball team gets set to tip off the 2017-18 season. Welcome to the pregame show, brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental. Dr. Sean Grohl providing quality family dentistry since 1998. We've got an exciting game for you today as the Rebel girls open the season against the defending state champ Bryce Valley Mustangs. Now, who Bryce Valley brings back is a big question mark. How they'll start this season, how they'll do this season is a big question mark. We'll tell you more about that right now on the scene set, brought to you by Lazy S Ranching, encouraging you to eat more beef and cheer on the Rebels. That's Lazy S Ranching. Now the Rebels come in, of course this is the season opener. Rebels last in action against Tinnick. That was in the 5th and 7th place game a year ago. And the Rebels had no trouble against the Miners, a 48-28 win. That was, of course, on the heels of a 35-28 win over St. Joseph. Rebels last year lost in the quarterfinals to Monticello, a close one, 45-37. That was after an upset win in the first round over the Wayne Badgers, who a lot of folks, including me, thought would look like one of the better teams in the state. And Wayne certainly finished out the season strong. They didn't lose another game after they lost that quarterfinal game against Rich. The Badgers went on to finish 6th place with a 20-point win over Milford in the 6th and 8th place game. But again, going back to the Rebels, Rich last year, a 5th place finish, back near the top. Rebels since 2003 have not finished lower than 7th place. They've medaled in every single season since 2003 with 3 state championships in there, 07, 08, 08, 09, and in 2010, 11, plus a couple of 2nd place finishes sandwiched in there as well. So Rich last year overall, a nice season, 20-8. And 5-3 in Region 17. Things change up a bit this year as they jump into Region 22. Duchesne, Altamont, both no longer in the region, so that'll shift things up a little bit. As for the Bryce Valley Mustangs, they come in coming off a state championship last year, 2017. They went 23-4, 12-2 in a very deep and tough Region 20. They took first place in the regular season and then won the region tournament. And they beat Tabiona for the state championship last year, 37-36 in overtime, a 15-3 run to close out that regulation and finish with a tie in regulation, force overtime, and then outscored Tabby and won that game 37-36. That was Coach Tyson Brinkerhoff and the Bryce Valley Mustang basketball team's first ever girls state championship. Prior to that, they had done very well. In 2015-16, they took second place in the region, a 21-6 season, third overall at state. In 2014-15, fourth place overall at state. And in 2013-14, a second place finish, lost to Panguitch in the championship game after coming into the state tournament as the number 6 seed in the Region 20. They went just 3-9 during the regular season in the region and just squeaked into the playoffs, but did really well and lost the state championship game against Panguitch. We'll tell you more about this matchup coming up a little bit later on. This has been your Scene Set, brought to you by Lazy S Ranching, encouraging you to eat more beef and cheer on the Rebels. We've got more of your comprehensive family dental pregame show coming up in just a bit. We'll talk with our standout student, brought to you by Reese Land and Livestock, after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
When it comes to hard things in life, don't say, why me? Just say, try me. Remember, it's the tough things that make us the strongest. The cattle ranchers at Lazy S Ranching are proud supporters of the youth in our community. Sim, Joe Jean, Carol, and Millie Weston, along with Sim Jr. and Maggie, remind everyone to eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels. That's right, eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels. Founded in 1997, the Mountain Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho serves Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming and is proud to sponsor the students and staff at Rich High School. The Mountain Valley Cattle Company is established on the foundation of hard work, commitment, and perseverance, knowing that every individual on the team must give their best for the team to succeed. The same principles that students and athletes at Rich High School are learning today that will help them lead tomorrow. The Mountain Valley Cattle Company, 208-339-0614.
We're back at the Sevier Valley Center. Ryan STEINECKERT here. If you're watching online at MyLocalRadio.com, you can see the Bryce Valley Mustang basketball team out on the court warming up. That's the south end of the gymnasium. Rebels are just taking the court, a few of them on the north end of the gymnasium at the Sevier Valley Center. And it's your pregame show brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental. Dr. Sean Grohl, providing quality family dentistry since 1998. Today the Rebels are taking on the defending state champ Bryce Valley Mustangs, but Bryce Valley graduated 6 seniors, and if you break it down a little bit more, their top 6 scorers. In fact, looking at those 6 players, they averaged 26 points per game. Danielle Brinkerhoff, Samantha Shanath, Emily Courtwright, Tyber Tubbs, Kenny Floyd, and Ambry Leslie. Those 6 seniors averaged 36 points per game. The rest of the team, the players coming back, now this doesn't count, of course, freshmen who may contribute this year that were in junior high or middle school last year, but they have 9 points per game returning to this year's squad. So that there's not much experience coming back for Bryce Valley. As for the Rebels, it's about half and half. 21 points per game graduated, 22.5 points per game coming back this year. We'll get a little more detail on that coming up in a bit. First, it's time for your standout student, presented by Reese Land and Livestock, Northeast Utah's premier Northeast Utah's premier brand. We'll be back to talk with, I believe, September Clough is our our guest, today's standout student, senior at Rich High School, member of the drill team, and more. We'll talk with September when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
In life, your integrity could also be considered your own personal brand. In ranching, the brand outlasts the rancher. As individuals, your character and your integrity also outlast your lifetime. At Reese Land and Livestock, the Rexes congratulate the Rich County School District students as they create personal integrity, their own individual brands, and wish you good luck in this year's academics and sports.
Ryan Steineckert with senior September Clough at Rich High School, a member of the drill team, and much more. September, you're pretty busy. How's your senior year going?
It's going really well.
Tell me a little more about the well. What's going well?
Well, I'm in a lot of concurrent classes, doing college classes right now, drill team. We're about to start working on musical. It's been pretty busy and crazy.
Drill team, how long have you been doing that?
I've been doing it since sophomore year.
What got you into it to begin with?
It was funny because when they first brought up the idea of having a drill team, like a couple girls asked me about it, and I kind of laughed at them and told them I would never do it because I'm really not that coordinated. But I just wanted to sort of like get out of my comfort zone and just try something new, so I just went for it.
You're really, it seems like, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, it seems like you're really into the theater.
Yeah, I am.
Do you feel like the doing the drill team helps in the theater and vice versa?
Yeah, I guess it kind of does.
So you started doing drill as a sophomore. You did it again as a junior. You're back as a senior. You must enjoy it.
Yeah, I really like it.
What do you like about it?
I really just love the atmosphere of the team and the girls who do it. And we just, throughout the year, we come so close, you know, as we come together and we make goals together and become better, our team just becomes closer and we have a sort of really cool unity.
What goals does the team have?
So we kind of make our own personal goals, what we each want to accomplish, but then we also have team goals of, you know, like, let's get this part of the dance down by this time, and, you know, kind of just working along as we go. The
classification changed a little bit, right? The Talons are out. So does that open the window a little bit for you guys and maybe some other teams? You're going to have a new 1A champ this year.
Yeah, I think it definitely opens it up a little more. I mean, we're still a little behind because a lot of the other teams have girls on them that have been dancing since they were super little, but I think we definitely have a chance of scoring higher and getting up there this year.
Did the team set any kind of goal as far as finishing in the top 3 or what to accomplish at state?
Kind of. It's more of like a sort of like unsaid goal, though, I would say, because we don't really want to let ourselves down if we don't get that, I guess.
September, about a week and a half ago, a little bit less than that, you went to some kind of a competition or an event with drill team. Tell me about that.
So it's called a practicum. So we have to do it every year before our competitions. So it's not actually a competition, but we perform all our competition dances in front of judges, and we're able to go and perform each of the dances, and they'll give us feedback and help us to know how we can improve the dances before we compete. Are
you guys encouraged, discouraged from the practicum, or how'd it go?
It went really well. We still definitely have a lot of work to do, but I think it really helped us, and we're definitely striving to become better now.
We touched a little bit on theater, and you excited for the musical coming up in March?
I'm super excited.
Are you looking for more than a provincial life?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm Belle.
Is that something you were hoping for when you heard the show was going to be Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah, I was. I've been wanting to do Beauty and the Beast for a really long time, and I didn't really think it was going to happen, but I guess it is.
We'll talk more about that in the future, maybe springtime when the musical is closer. But September, thanks so much for your time. Good luck with drill and everything else you have going on this year.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, September Clough, for that visit on today's Standout Student, brought to you by Reese Land and Livestock, Northeast Utah's premier brand. You're tuned into the Comprehensive Family Dental pregame show. Next up, we'll visit with the bench leaders of today's teams. We've got Tyson Brinkerhoff and Cody Lundgren when we return on the Comprehensive Family Dental pregame show after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
It's the Chevy closeout sale going on now at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston. Employee pricing is back on select remaining 2017s in every trim package, and employee pricing on all remaining 2017 trucks. Receive up to 20% off MSRP on select models, and that is huge. Or receive 0% financing for 72 months. It's the Chevy closeout sale going on now at Auto Farm.
Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer. Randolph is located near the geographic center of Rich County, Utah, on a high plateau with an average elevation of 6,300 feet. The first group of settlers, led by Randolph H. Stewart, camped on a knoll south of the present town site on March 14, 1870. Randolph is a town of extremes, from 90 degrees in the summer to minus 40 in the winter. The folks who live here are also extreme, extremely loyal, extremely friendly, and extremely supportive of our youth. Good luck to all the Rich Rebels this year from everyone at the town of Randolph.
This is the Lady Rebel basketball coach, Cody Lundgren, and you're tuned in to the pregame show on Rebel Radio. Opening tip is less than 20 minutes away on KADQ FM 98.3 with live streaming video at mylocalradio.com.
Welcome to the Cody Lundgren Coaches Show here on KADQ and mylocalradio.com. It was just a few short weeks ago that the Rebel volleyball team wrapped up a second-place finish at the state tournament in Orem. Now the Rebels have turned their attention to the basketball court, where they open the season against the defending state champion Bryce Valley Mustangs. Tip-off is set for a few minutes from now. But first, let's talk with the coaches. No one sees the game the way the coaches do, so we'll take a few minutes to visit with opposing coach Tyson Brinkerhoff, and then we'll talk to Rebel head man Cody Lundgren and get his thoughts on today's game. We'll be right back with more of Rich Rebel basketball on KDQ FM 98.3 with live streaming video online at mylocalradio.com.
We sell fun. Come see and feel the fun when you shop at Cache Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. You and your family will have fun year-round, in the water with personal watercraft, in nature driving your side-by-side or riding your four-wheeler, or in the mountains on your snow machine. It's always fun at Cache Honda Yamaha, no matter what the season is. Our showroom is full of inventory to choose from. Start having more fun today. Visit Cache Honda Yamaha between Logan and Smithfield on Highway 91. We sell fun.
Coverage of Rich High School sports is also being made possible by Delmas Equipment, repairing equipment for over 20 years, farming equipment assembly, and custom fabrication. The Thompson Ranch, Brian and Becky Thompson, promoting student learning and success in all areas. And Western Ag Credit, reliable credit for all things agriculture.
Ryan Steineckert with Tyson Brinkerhoff, head coach of the Bryce Valley Mustangs. Coach, a belated congratulations on the state title last year.
Oh yeah, thank you. Great run, fun experience.
I was looking back over the last couple of years, and you guys second place, like 4 years ago, and then progressively got better and better in region play and at state, and then the state title last year.
Yeah, we had a core of girls, and I have a couple of girls that are inexperienced but have been along for the ride, and we've improved a little bit each year, I hope.
There's a few shoes to fill this year, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We graduated 6 seniors and a majority of our playing time, actually. So,
how are things gone so far? A couple weeks of practices, of course, first game today, but how are things looking at this point?
Ragged, rough, inexperienced. We have few numbers. We only have 14 girls, and that's 9th through 12th graders. We're just trying to establish our identity at this point, I think. So,
what is this for you in years in coaching?
16 in girls, and then I coached boys for a year as well.
Coach, it seems like, and at least I know, talking with Cody Lundgren, you have his respect as far as how you get your girls ready to play, and they're expecting a great game today.
Yeah, I hope so. We're trying to, like I said, we're trying to figure ourselves out, but if nothing else, we better play hard. That might be all we have is to play hard at this point.
Is there anything else you know about this team, the group of girls you have?
I do have some younger girls. I don't have a lot of size, but I do have some girls that are aggressive, and so we hope to see who fits in where. And it'll be interesting to see who fills the shoes. First couple days of practice, we were looking for some of the seniors that graduated to take over, and they're no longer there. So it'll be fun to give these girls a chance to establish their own style of play.
Obviously, there's a big step up from JV to varsity, but how's your JV been the last few years?
Decent. Yeah, we've gradually gotten better. We just struggle with numbers, so it's a numbers game. And I play freshman games whenever I can. Even though we'll have 14 girls, we'll some of these girls will play 3 ball games a night just to try to get better. So
Obviously, you want to win, right? But short of winning today, what do you want to see your team do?
Yeah, just get after it defensively. That's going to be probably our biggest challenge, is to stop people. We're not going to score a lot, so we better try to limit the opponents, I suppose.
Coach, anything else we should touch on?
No, we're just going to hit the ground running. We've got to go to Emory on Tuesday, so hopefully these help us establish some kind of a game plan for going to Emory. They're not too bad, I've heard.
Tyson Brinkerhoff of the Bryce Valley Mustangs. Again, congratulations on last year's state title. Good luck this year.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Thanks so much, Coach Brinkerhoff. We're about 10 minutes away, maybe a little less from that opening tip-off in today's action on the pregame show, brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental. Back with Cody Lundgren when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you.
There's real magic in enthusiasm. It spells the difference between being mediocre and having real accomplishments. The mayor and town council from the town of Laketown recognize the enthusiasm of the parents, teachers, fans, and students of Rich High School. Whether it's your education, sports, academic activities, or even your chores, enthusiasm can make all the difference.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The professionals at T7 Propane place their focus on safety, quality product, and excellent prompt service, so you can rest easy and enjoy the affordability and efficiency of propane. Serving residential and business customers every day, T7 would love to serve you as well. For all your propane needs, call T7 Propane in Woodruff, 435-793-4208.
Ryan Steineckert with Cody Lundgren of the Rich Rebel girls basketball team. Coach, thanks for your time today.
Hey, you bet.
1 week of practice in the books. How did it go last week?
Yeah, 1 week down. You know, it was good. It was good to get back in the gym and see the girls running, and it was a good week of practice.
I stuck around a little bit last Monday, and right off the bat, you ran through some drills and then worked on something defensively, schematically. Is that something changed coming this year?
You know, just some small things we're focusing on, some key fundamentals that we're trying to get better, and, you know, hopefully it'll help us down the road.
Have you set team goals? Are you looking ahead to what you want to accomplish this year and teams you may be looking forward to beating or competing with?
Our biggest thing is just to do what we do and do it well, and just focus on that next game coming up. Try to keep the focus with that.
Next game coming up is this Friday, right? You got Bryce Valley Friday, Wayne on Saturday?
Yeah, Bryce Valley Friday and Wayne on Saturday. Both very good programs and, you know, both very good games, so we're looking forward to it.
What does Bryce Valley do that's made them so competitive, at least since I've been familiar with it the last 4 or 5 years?
You know, I think it stems from a culture at the school being a basketball culture, and those girls grow up, you know, I'm sure through elementary school just excited to get to high school basketball, which is a pretty special thing. So it's a cool thing what Coach Brinkerhoff has down there with his girls, and it's always a fun game to get going, and it's always a competitive game.
Are you familiar enough with them to know, I mean, they're the returning state champs. Who do they bring back from that squad?
I haven't really, tell you the truth, I haven't looked at the roster who they bring back. I know who they lost. I know they lost the Brinkerhoff girl. They lost the Shanoff girl. They lost one of the other posts. They lost some really good players, but like I said, it's a very strong program, and he'll have those girls ready to play.
Probably say about the same things about Coach Ellett and the Wayne Badgers.
Yeah, you know, he gets those girls playing hard. They focus a lot on transition buckets with a press. So, you know, it's a high, fast, high tempo game with him, and it's always a fun basketball game.
With a week of practice under your belt, are you seeing some things come out from the team? It's expectations that you have good guard play or strong post play, with even though you might not have that much size or things like that?
You know, the 3 years I've been here, size has never been a factor. We've, you know, besides, you know, the Hopkin girl when I first got here and the Peterson girl, we haven't had it, you know, any huge posts. So we're used to playing with short girls. And, you know, these girls, they're getting out and they're competing every day in practice, and it's fun to watch it all come together.
You feel like you'll be pretty solid with your guard play defensively?
Yeah, you know, they're smart and they work hard, and, you know, I think they're capable of great things myself, at our whole team. So I'm excited for them, and I just hope we keep them going in the right direction.
Coach, anything else we should touch on?
No, thanks, Ryan.
Cody Lundgren of the Rich Rebels, thanks so much for your time. Good luck this week preparing for the 1A preview this weekend.
Yeah, you bet.
Thanks, Coach. You're tuned into the Comprehensive Family Dental Dr. Sean Grohl Coaches Show. When we return, we've got your Goods on the Wood, brought to you by Out on a Limb Tree Services, plus the keys of the game and starting lineups, Out in the Wildlife, and MyLocalRadio.com.
The best family vacations create lifelong memories. The Wind River Hotel and Casino in Riverton, Wyoming has teamed up with the Riverton Golf and Country Club to bring you great golf getaway packages for the whole family. Come for a couple of days, golf, eat, relax, tour the Wind River Indian Reservation, and enjoy the Native American tribal dancers. Pet rooms are available so you can bring the whole family and stay. Call today the Wind River Hotel and Casino, where families play, stay, win. 866-657-1604.
Woodruff, Utah has a long pioneer history with a post office that has been in operation since 1872. Woodruff was named after Wilford Woodruff, the fourth president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and is home to the Woodruff Steakhouse, a former Latter-day Saint office building that is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Our rich pioneer heritage is reflected in all our students by their hard work and commitment to excellence in the classroom and in their sports.
Back at the Sevier Valley Center, it's time for your Goods on the Wood during our Comprehensive Family Dental pregame show. And looking at today's teams, the Rebels are a designated home team, so they're in the home whites. Bryce Valley in the road blacks with green numbers, green numerals with white outline around the numbers. Small crowd here today, as a lot of folks that maybe didn't want to brave the weather. Folks weren't ready to really travel for this game today, but should have got a few Rebel fans here on this side, a few Bryce Valley fans on the other side, and a very nice arena, very nice setting for today's game. Those are your Goods on the Wood, brought to you by Out on a Limb Tree Services. Tree removal, trimming, pruning, stump grinding, and even snow removal. That fits in today. Snow removal in the winter. Call 307-789-2595. Rich County keys of the game, then we'll get to your starting lineups here in just a moment. The Rich County keys of the game, number one, the golden rule. Rebels have to take care of the basketball. That ball is gold, and you've got to treat it as such, the golden rule. Number two, win the first quarter. Going back to last year when the Rebels won the first quarter, outscored their opponent in that first period, Rich was 17-2. When they lost the first quarter or were outscored in the first quarter, just 3-6. Number three is handle the pressure. There's a Bryce Valley team that graduated 6 players from a year ago, and Coach Brinkerhoff told me himself he's not sure what to expect from these girls, but he wants to see the defensive pressure, the intensity high from his team today. Get out there and be aggressive on defense is what he's looking for his team to do today. Those are your keys of the game, brought to you by Rich County Rebels with a championship cause. Just about to get underway. Starters real quickly for the Rich Rebels. I might have to get to that in a moment. Starters are brought to you by the town of Woodruff. Good luck from the mayor and town council of Laketown. Julia Hopkin against DCO for the opening tip, and the 2017-18 season is underway. DCO wins it back to her team, and Bryce Valley has it first, attacking right to left at mylocalradio.com. With the basketball, Brianna Nelson gives it left side, fire inside across the key to DCO, up off the glass, too strong, missed shot, offensive board, kick it back outside, and Carlene Roundy has it. To the top of the key, Roundy kicks it left side to Nelson. Nelson, one of the leading scorers returning from last year at 1.9 points per game. Roundy at 2.4 points per game, the top scorer from a year ago, coming back for this Bryce Valley squad. Coach Brinkerhoff did not know who his starters would be. 3 launched, missed, and the rebound pulled down. Kiera and the Rebels pushing up the left side. Cornea fires underneath for Smith, and the easy 2. Amber Lee Smith up in front, running the break, and the Rebels are on top 2-0 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Left side, Nelson Gives to Roundy. Gets away with the travel. No, didn't get away with it. Shuffled her feet, and the whistle comes. Let me take a real quick look at our Town of Woodruff starting lineups graphic there. Kiara Grohl, Julia Hopkin, Amber Smith, Kaylee Cornea, all seniors, and then Lauren Thompson, a junior. The Bryce Valley Mustangs, you notice those starting 5 are all graduated. Those are the 5 leading scorers on the team from a year ago, Bryce Valley State Championship squad. And they're all graduated. If Rich goes down inside, Hopkin, nifty move around the defense, shot up, good, count it, and the foul. And Rich is on top 2-0 on the Stacy's, or 4-0 rather, on the Stacy's repair scoreboard with a free throw on the way for Julia Hopkin. Glenn, thank you for coming up to, let me just adjust this a little bit. Let's go about right there. Hopkin hits the free throw, and the Rebels are on top 5-0. Free throws in the game brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. Visit BearLakeRealty.com. Roundy picks up the dribble near midcourt. Rebels putting on a little press. Left side, ball tipped. Kiera's out in front of everybody. And Grohl will go to the hoop up with the left hand. Too strong. Rebound tipped away from Hopkin, out of bounds. Rebel basketball. The steal brought to you by the station in Randolph, here for your convenience needs. Inbounds, swing it around. Thompson, right corner. Kiera for 3. A little bit long off the iron, off the glass, and the rebound pulled down by Bryce Valley. Nelson up toward the middle of the court. Again, Bryce Valley attacking right to left at mylocalradio.com here in this first half. Rebels in a man-to-man defense. Nelson hands off to Roundy. Kiera Grohl on Carlene Roundy. Got her by a couple of inches. Roundy listed at 5'9". Left side, McKenna Syret, a junior. They kick it right side. The drive shot is short. Offensive board for Bryce Valley and a foul on the putback. McKenna Syret will shoot a pair. Rebel foul, I believe. Let's see who they charge that to. Kaylee Cornea, the guilty party. First free throw off target. Second free throw coming for McKenna Syret, who averaged 0.2 points per game last year as a sophomore. Second free throw also no good. Amber Smith with the rebound. And the Rebels push up the right side. Cornea bounces inside to Hopkin. Julia into the lane, kicks it back outside. Amber Lee, the long 3 from straight away, and Smith knocks it down. Rebels are on top 8-0 on the Stacy's repair scoreboard with 5.5 left in the first quarter. Lauren Thompson almost a takeaway, got away with a foul for a second there, and then the whistle comes. Thompson picks up her first. I'm going to have to give Coach Lundgren a bit of a hard time. He said he'd send one of his younger girls up to run camera for me, and that obviously was overlooked. But thanks to Glenn Smith running the camera for me here today. Swing it left corner. Nilsson thought about the shot, but Thompson was there. Decio at the top of the key. Nice cut inside. Nelson kicks it back out. Long free throw range shot, no good. Rebound Thompson, and Nelson tries to go over the back to take the ball away. That'll be Nelson's second foul. Thompson, good box out on the rebound. And the Rebels are on top 8-0 on the Stacy's repair scoreboard. First quarter action is brought to you by Pugstone Sporting. Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Pugstone's has it all. Pass down on the block to Kaylee Cornea, and she takes an extra step before getting the shot off. The Rebels with their first turnover of the ball game. Just under 5 minutes left in the first quarter. The game earlier today, Valley had no trouble with Intermountain Christian. That 1 p.m. game. Green River and Manila was postponed. Manila got caught in the weather and some construction on the road and couldn't make it in time for the game, as Kaylee Cornea a little too tight on the defense. Picks up her second personal foul, a little push. Games later today. Paiute takes on Wendover right after this game. Manila and Green River will play at Richfield High School at 5:30. And also tonight, Panguitch versus Monticello, and Wayne and Tabiona face off in the nightcap, 8:30 tonight. Bit of a drive for Syret, but the Rebels cut it off, and she kicks it back outside to Nilsson. Top of the key. Bryce Valley yet to find some points. If you look at, they graduated their top 6 scorers last year. They're having trouble figuring out who will score this year. Of all these players that returned from a year ago in this team, just 9 points per game on average from these returning players. Timeout for Coach Brinker-Huff and the Mustangs. We'll take a quick one as well and be back with more of your first quarter, brought to you by Pugstone Sporting when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
It doesn't matter what season you visit Bear Lake. Make sure you always stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods. You'll find lots of great quality inventory at low prices, including guns and ammo. During the winter, you can rent cross-country skis, snowshoes, and buy your ski passes to Beaver Mountain. Pugstones is always the best place to get information about the area and purchase your hunting or fishing licenses. Everything you need with one stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods at the four-way stop in Garden City.
Back in Richfield at Sevier Valley Center. It was a windy day driving through Utah. A lot of rain and snow up north. Once I got out of Evanston, about Castle Rock, maybe down to Colville for sure, the rain or the snow turned to rain. There was some snow up in Park City. But the rest of the way down, once you get south of about
This is Rebel Senior Amberly Smith, and you're tuned in to Rich High Hoops on Rebel Radio KADQ FM 98.3 with live streaming video at MyLocalRadio.com.
You're tuned in to Rich Rebel Sports on K.
Apologies, I'm trying to figure out the right button to push here. It was windy on that drive getting down here. Rebels on top 8-0 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. 4 minutes left, first quarter. Ball in the right wing. Syret, a couple of Syrets. DCO to the left wing. Oakley Johnson kicks it up top. 3-point shot on the way from straight away. No good. Offensive board. Chased down by Nelson. She'll fire into the lane. Johnson, one dribble, back outside looking for Oakley Johnson, or for DCO, and Julia Hopkin with the station in Randolph steal. Gives to Kiara Grohl across the timeline, left to right. Grohl all the way inside, kicks it back outside for Lauren Thompson. Her shot stuffed by Madison Syret. And the Mustangs come up with the basketball. Brooklyn Syret, the top of the key, dribbles to her left. Kiara stabs in, looking for the steal. Syret drives, ball knocked away. Rebels come up with the station in Randolph steal, and Kiara is fouled, heading up court. Rich with 3 team fouls. That's the 3rd team foul against the Mustangs. And that's Maddie Syret, the junior, 5'8", her first personal. 3:18 left in the first quarter, brought to you by Pugstone Sporting. Just checked in. Risha Larson gives right side to Julia. Hopkin dribbles toward the key. Bounce pass on the pick and roll. Smith shoots, blocked, but she's fouled. And we'll get 2 shots. Oakley Johnson was there on the defense. One other player as well. Looks like they'll charge the foul to Johnson. Her first personal. And Rich is back at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line to shoot 2. Smith with her first, just a bit off target. Amber hit a 3 earlier. She's got 5 points in the game. We saw some of that in spurts last year. Averaged overall 3.2 points per contest. Short on that second Bear Lake Realty free throw. DCO with the rebound. The score remains 8-0 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rebels with the lead. Just under 3 minutes left to go in this Pugstone Sporting first quarter. Good defense by Larson as Syret tried to drive. Swinging around left side, pass underneath. Syret comes up with the loose ball. Long arms, reached over, pulled it away from the Rebels and scores on the right side. 8-2. Bryce Valley on the board. First bucket at about 2:45 in the first quarter. Kiera around the top of the key. Gives to Risha. Starts to drive, cut off. Good defense. Back out, Julia. Gives to Kiera to reset the offense. Risha on the right wing, down near the corner, tries to drive, then kicks it up top. McKenna Stacy with it. And she'll dish off to Kiera Grohl. Fakes left, goes right, all the way to the hoop, up off the glass and in. Kiera Grohl makes it 10-2. Kiera's first bucket of the game. She averaged almost 13 a game last year in her junior campaign. 2 minutes and 3 seconds left to go first quarter. Syret on the right wing, back up top. Bryce Valley finds Syret underneath, up with the left hand, no good. DCO fighting for the rebound, tips it away from the Rebels and out of bounds. And it'll be Rich basketball under the hoop. Talisha Larson checks into the game for Risha. So you've got Talisha, Amber, Julia, McKenna Stacy, and Kiera Grohl on the floor. Kiera attacks left to right at mylocalradio.com with the dribble. To Stacy on the right wing. Fires back up top, looking inside for Smith, but not there. Kiera to Julia. The pass out in front of her, and it's easily taken away by Syret. Madison tries to drive, dribbles it off the leg of Stacy, who picks it up and heads down court. Through traffic, dishes off to Kiera, up to not quite strong enough off the glass. Rebels pull the rebound away from Syret. Jump ball is called. And should be Rebel basketball. Possession arrow gives it to Rich. 10-2, Rebels on top with 1:24 left, first quarter. Opening game of the season for both these teams. And Smith posts up, pass down toward her, is knocked away from behind. Carlene Roundy reached around Smith, who had good position. Roundy picks up her first personal, 15 foul. And Rich will inbound again from the baseline. A Mound Valley Cattle Company, a Circle H Land and Cattle Company inbound play. Stacy, nice fake, drives to the hoop, puts it up, can't quite get it to go, but she's fouled, and McKenna Stacy will shoot 2. Nice drive by the freshman. Gets herself to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Rebels 1 for 3 so far in the ball game. First quarter action. Stacy's first, short. 3 of the Rebel 4 free throw attempts so far in the game have been short. Free throws are brought to you by Bear Lake Realty, Gary and Amber McKeon, Garden City. Visit bearlakerealty.com. Some substitutions for Bryce Valley. They switch a few positions. Brooklyn Syret goes under. She's a freshman. On the block as Stacy gets set for her second free throw. This one a bit too long. Rebound pulled down by Kelly Floyd, another freshman on the floor for Bryce Valley. Rebels just 1 of 5 to start this game from the free throw line, but they lead 10-2. Good defense by Smith. Pass around the perimeter to the left wing, back inside, up with the left hand, no good. Amber Smith with the board, her third of the game. 3 points, or 3 boards, 5 points. Quickly up ahead, Hopkin on the left corner. Kick it back up top, Smith. Right wing to Kiera. Looking inside, she finds Julia. One dribble to her left, kick it back outside, free throw line. Amber Smith a bit strong, offensive board. McKenna Stacy with the putback is good. Stacy's first rebound, first point as a Rebel varsity player, and the Rich Rebels are on top 12-2. One of your Rich County keys of the game was to win the first quarter, almost a takeaway. Goes through the hands of Julia into the hands of Syret. Down to 22 seconds to go. Rebels shifted defensive schemes, it would appear. Ball knocked away and will go back court. Did the Rebels deflect it? They will say no. And it's Rebel basketball after Bryce Valley's 5th turnover of this first quarter. Rich on top, 12-2, looking to extend that lead with 12.5 seconds left to go. Pugstone sporting first quarter, winter, summer, spring, or fall. Pugstones has it all. Stacy to inbound. Kiera receives and crosses the timeline. Rebels attacking left to right at mylocalradio.com. Stacy to Kiera with 7-6. Grohl drives, dishes out to Smith. Free throw line. Stacy jumper good. Nothing but net, and the buzzer sounds to end the first quarter with the Rebels on top 14-2 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. A very nice first quarter defensively and offensively for Rich, who has a lead over the defending state champ Bryce Valley Mustangs. We'll take a quick break. This first quarter has been brought to you by Pugstone Sporting. Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Pugstones has it all.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for. When your teeth and gums are healthy, you feel better. Great smelling breath and a shiny smile can improve your self-esteem and confidence. For over 18 years, Dr. Sean Grohl has been helping families and individuals with all their dental needs. With dental offices in Randolph and Hiram, Utah, scheduling your appointment is easy. For all your family dental care needs, work with the best. Dr. Sean Grohl and the professional team at Comprehensive Family Dental. Call today to schedule your appointment, 793-2210.
Rebels won that first quarter 14-2. Our goods on the wood were brought to you by Out on a Limb Tree Services. Calls 307-789-2595. Had your Rich County keys of the game. Your starting lineups were brought to you by the town of Woodruff. And failed to mention the opening tip-off brought to you by Independent Software Solutions for all your business computer needs. Go to Independent Software Solutions. You can visit them at iss-providers.com or search Independent Software Solutions online. That's Independent Software Solutions. Rebels on top, 14-2. Bryce Valley with it to start this second quarter. Inside to DCO, kicks it back outside to Syret. Back inside to DCO, misses the shot, gets her own rebound, and she's fouled on the putback. Kaylani DCO, a 5'11 senior this year. One of just 2 seniors on this Bryce Valley team. Julia Hopkin with her first personal foul. Just Brianna Nelson and Kaylani DCO, the 2 seniors. DCO hits her first free throw. Bryce Valley 1 of 3 from the charity stripe so far in this game. Second free throw for DCO, short, rebound, tipped away from Larson, and Smith comes up with the ball. Give Smith her 4th rebound of the game. Stacy crosses the timeline, crosses over, fires left corner for Kaylee Cornea. Also on the floor, Cornea skips it across to Hopkin. Up top, Stacy for 3 from just off the right center, and she hits. 17-3, McKenna Stacy with another 3-point bucket. Or with her first 3-point bucket. Our 3-pointers are brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff. For all your propane needs, call 435-793-4208. Rebels come up with a steal. Hopkin all the way to the hoop with the left hand, misses, too strong off the glass. Carlene Roundy with the rebound, passes across the key. Stacy almost takes it away. It was a station in Randolph steal that led to the fast break opportunity, but Rich couldn't quite convert. 17-3, Rebels on top. Stacy's repair scoreboard. Syret drives, shoots, stuffed by Smith, and then Amber comes up with a loose ball and she's bumped to the floor. I believe it'll be Syret with the foul. And that would be her first for McKenna Syret. And McKenna Stacy with the candidate early on here for your Rolene Kennedy at Castle Rock Chevrolet shot of the game, a 3-pointer from the freshman. Amber hit a 3 in the first quarter, another candidate for the shot of the game. Well, the Rebels, that's a 7th team foul against the Mustangs, so that puts Amber Smith on the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1 Bear Lake Realty free throws. Can't get the first to go, and a lane violation or a foul on the attempt to rebound. So Amber will start it all over again, 1 and 1. Smith's first free throw is good, and she'll get another one. Kaylee Cornea back at midcourt said, "Hey ladies, that's one more. Let's get back up there." Whistles came as well, and Amber will shoot a second free throw. Smith with 5 points. I've got her with 4 rebounds in the game, make it 6 points. One more Bear Lake Realty free throw coming. And Amber from the low crouch springs up and hits. It's 19-3 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rebels have started strong. They're going to run a little full court press here. A 1-3-1 zone press. Stacy out in front, 3 near midcourt. Pass to the midline. Nilsson drives right through it, passes across the lane. It's taken away by Lauren Thompson. And on the floor, a jump ball. Should be Rebel possession. That'll force a turnover. Talking with Coach Tyson Brinkerhoff before the game, he didn't know who his starters would be. And he said, you know, I don't know what, we're not going to have a lot of scoring. Obviously didn't have a lot of scoring coming back. Just hoped for a good, intense and hard playing defense. Julia hesitates, then shoots, misses over the top. And the rebound, Madison Syret. Nelson across the timeline. Bryce Valley in the blacks with green numbers. Rebels in the all whites, the designated home team. Inside, Syret kicks it back outside. 3-point shot off target. Lauren Thompson with the rebound, and she'll push up the right side. Pressure comes, ball knocked away on the sideline, taken away. Nelson travels, and then she was fouled. Travel came first. And Rich will take over. Hopkin gets a breather. Grohl back in there, so it's Kiera, McKenna, Lauren, Talisha, and Kaylee Cornea on the floor. Kiera dribbles to her left. High zone defense. McKenna gets it back to Kiera on the left wing. Defense out there. Starts a drive. Kicks it off to Cornea. Down near the left corner. Fires across. Thompson down right corner. Kiera for three. Right side just off target. Heard Coach Lundgren shout, good ball movement. They got a nice open look but couldn't get the shot to go. Bryce Valley pushes up court. Nelson to the left side. And a whistle. I have some blood on one of the players. Or official must have seen something on a player he thought was blood, or maybe something wrong, but not the case, and quickly gives the ball back to Bryce Valley to inbound. Top of the key. Syret, the freshman, goes left side, almost throws it away. Stacy stepped in front looking for the steal, but she fouls McKenna Syret. So there's Brooklyn Syret, McKenna Syret, Madison Syret. 3 Syrets to go along with 2 Brinkerhoffs, Macy and Kaja. Rebel 15 foul. 5 minutes, 11 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Brought to you by J-Bar Excavation, quality work on all kinds of projects. Jackie Leifson checks into the game. So we got Leifson, Cornea, Grohl, Thompson, and Stacy on the floor. Inbound. Good pressure by the Rebels on the inbound play from Bryce Valley. A couple of T7 Propane and Woodruff 3-pointers. Rebels defensively in a man-to-man. Syret, or Nelson rather, swings it around. And they go left wing to Brooklyn Syret. Thompson on her. Arms extended. Swing it around. Right wing. Kenley Floyd kicks it up top. 3-point shot. Drained it. McKenna Syret with her first bucket of the game. 19-6. Good patience and ball movement by Bryce Valley. Up top, Leifson has it go through her fingertips, but chases it down and gives to Grohl. Kiera, left wing, takes the 3. They gave her a little bit of space, and she shoots and just misses. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Bryce Valley. Rebel basketball on the baseline for a Circle H Land and Cattle Company inbound play. Proud to support the Rich Rebels. That's Circle H Land and Cattle. Kiera to inbound from the under the basket. 4.5 left, second quarter. Brought to you by J-Bar Excavation. Kiera inbounds to Leifson. Top of the key. Thompson down right corner. Kiera open 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 22-6. Another candidate for your Rolene Kennedy shot of the game at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. Across the timeline. Fire inside. Carlene Roundy misses short. Kiera with the rebound, pushes up the right side. It's a 2-on-1. Grohl across the key. Thompson loses it. Kiera gets it back, but she was on the baseline as she got that ball back. And the Rebels turn it over for what I've got as a 4th time in the ball game. Smith checks back in. So you've got Grohl, Stacy, Smith, Cornea, and Thompson on the floor. Rebels putting on a little bit of a full court press. Now they sag off as Bryce Valley inbounds. Around the left side, Nelson may have gotten away with a carry. Gives it up to Syret on the right wing to Floyd. Top of the key, they swing it quickly, left wing. Rebels up 22-6. Ball knocked away. Stacy comes up with the loose ball. Another station in Randolph steal, and Stacy is fouled heading up court. Brooklyn Syret goes for the steal. The freshman picks up her first foul, and should be a 1-on-1 opportunity for McKenna Stacy. McKenna so far in the game 0 for 2 at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. If you're looking for beachfront, room with a view, maybe a secluded mountain retreat, now's the time to buy and start enjoying beautiful Bear Lake. Visit bearlakerealty.com. We've got a lot of great timeshare options and more at BearLakeRealty.com. Hopkin back into the game as Stacy lines up to shoot 1-1. Rebels in the game. 3 of 7 on the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Stacy's first is good. Took him a little time to settle in. Talked with coaches and some of the players, and it's such a cavernous open space. It's different than shooting free throws in the Rich High School gym or the auxiliary gym in the South Rich Elementary. It may have taken that little adjustment period for the Rebels to get set on that. McKenna misses the second free throw. Has 8 points in the game, and the Rebels lead 23-6 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard with just under 3.5 left in the first half. Second quarter action is brought to you by J-Bar Excavation. Nelson on the right wing looking for DCO way out high on the post. Instead gives it back court up near the top of near the timeline of Brinkerhoff. It's Macy Brinkerhoff, a sophomore. Bryce Valley continues its patient ball movement. Brinkerhoff has it again, left side. Nelson lobs it in for DCO, and on the floor, a foul on Julia Hopkin, battling DCO for position. That's Julia's second personal. Rebels' 6th team foul. Coach Brinkerhoff shuttling in some more players. A couple of substitutions as Nelson looks to inbound. Rebels maintain the man-to-man defense. Ball fired in, and it's knocked away. Kiera picks it up, and it's a one-on-one. Kiera goes all the way to the hoop and puts it in. Grohl using her speed following the station in Randolph steal to make it 25-6. Kiera with 7 points in the ball game, and Rich is dominating so far here in this first half. J-Bar Excavation's second quarter, and Rich leads by 19. Ball tipped up top into the hands of Roundy, who shoots the three. She had a couple big threes in the state championship win over Tabiona, but couldn't get that one to go. Rebound pulled down by Nelson, and she loses it out of bounds, lost her balance, and it's Rebel basketball. I've got that as Bryce Valley's 7th turnover of the quarter, 12th of the game. And I may have missed one or two, but I have Rich with just 4 in the ball game. 2.5 minutes left in this second quarter, and the Rebels on top, 25-6. Rich jumped out to an 8-0 lead. Bryce Valley didn't score until 2 minutes, 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Larson has it, free throw line. Risha, nice pass to Amberly Smith for the shot. The bucket is good, count it, and the foul. And Smith goes to the line for the chance at the three-point play. Great ball movement by Larson to Smith. Great cut by Amber Smith to the hoop with the finish. And a Bear Lake Realty free throw coming. Kim Nye checks into the game. The foul there was charged to Kaylani DCO, her first personal. Nye checks in for the first time today. Amber at the free throw line. Bear Lake Realty free throw coming up, just one. As she attempts the three-point play and can't quite get it off the back of the iron. Nye fights for the board, but Roundy pulls it down. 27-6, Rebels on top. A 21-point lead in the first half with just over 2 minutes left to go in this J-Bar Excavation second quarter. Ball down in the right corner. Roundy looking for something. Gets it to Syrat, back outside to Roundy for 3. Over the top, missed, and in and out of the hands of Syrat, out of bounds. Rebel basketball. Another inbound play brought to you by Circle H Land and Cattle Company. Steals today are brought to you by the station in Randolph. Our tip-off was presented by Independent Software Solutions. Kiera receives the inbound and crosses the timeline. Rebels attacking left to right at mylocalradio.com. Rebels in the home whites, Mustangs in the road blacks. Kiera dribbles through traffic, bumped to the corner, picks up the dribble and bounces it to Nye. Ball squirts loose, it's on the floor, and Coach Brinkerhoff calls for a timeout. We'll take one as well. Second quarter action, 1:38 left to go before the half, and we'll be right back with more on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
Whenever you need dirt work, always think of J-Bar Excavation first. The professionals at J-Bar Excavation have all the right equipment and the experience to provide quality work that fits your schedule and your budget. Serving customers for years, the team at J-Bar Excavation understands the area and will work with you to create exactly what you're looking for. Stop in today. J-Bar Excavation, 90 Main Street in Randolph, Utah.
Rich County keys of the game. One was win the first quarter. Rebels did that. Outscored Bryce Valley 14-2 in that first period. Number 2, take care of the basketball. The golden rule, treat that ball like gold. And so far, Rebels, I've got them with just 5 turnovers in the game compared with 12 for the Mustangs. So Rich doing that well as well. Keys of the game are brought to you by Rich County. Rebels with a championship cause. Roundy sets up, launches the 3 and hits it. And the ball movement starting to get better for Bryce Valley. They've cut the lead. 27-9, Smith down inside, bounces back to Nye at the free throw line. Hand off to Kaylee Cornea, and she's fouled on the shot. Cornea will get 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. Kaylani Decio with her second personal foul. That's 10 team fouls on Bryce Valley. Rebels with 6, so 1 away from the bonus. Kaylee Cornea, as soon as she let that go, she kind of moved her head funny like, oh boy, that's off. And yeah, it was an air ball. Another Bear Lake Realty free throw coming for Cornea. Rebels are getting to the free throw line. That's the good thing. The bad part of that news is they have not shot especially well from the free throw line. Cornea's second free throw also a bit off target, and Roundy pulls down the rebound. 27-9, just over a minute to go. Nelson up the right side, double dribbles. She lost the handle on it, but no call. Stacy comes up with a loose ball. McKenna bounces inside for Smith, and it's knocked away out of bounds. Good recovery by the Bryce Valley defense. Allie Wallentine will check into the game. Rebels seen a lot of different players, different sets and different rotations coming in to this game. Risha Larson in the ball game, along with McKenna Stacy, Kim Nye, Amber Smith, and Allie Wallentine. Risha got off balance and then just had to lob it in, and it's taken away by Syret. She'll give it left side on the wing and then get it back. Rebels with their 6th turnover of the game, 4th of the quarter. 40 seconds left to go in the J-Bar Excavation second quarter. Out on the left wing, driving and fouled is McKenna Syret. That'll earn her a trip to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Rebels' 7th team foul. This one, I believe, will be charged to Risha Larson. That'll be Risha's first. Talisha will come to the scores table and check into the game. Kim Nye checks out. 35.6 seconds left, first half. Rebels on top, 27-9. At the free throw line, McKenna Syret, a junior. 1-and-1, first one is good. She has 4 points, missed 2 free throws in the first quarter. Finds the bottom of the net on that one. One more coming for Syret. Fairly quiet arena here in Richfield this afternoon. Syret's second free throw, off target, fight for the rebound, knocked away from Rich. Smith was in position, and Madison Syret slapped it away from her and out of bounds. 27-10. Bryce Valley showing some full court press. McKenna Stacy with a long pass. It's in and out of the hands of Wallentine, but Talisha Larson, no Risha there to pick it up. McKenna Stacy dribbles left, crossover, gives to Risha, drives, floats it up off the glass and in. Risha Larson with an impressive shot. Defense was closing in, so she just put it up and kissed it off the glass. 29-10, Rebels with the lead. Up top, Nelson swinging around left side, in and out of the hands of Brinkerhoff. Kasia kicks it back up top with 2-1. Stacy steps in, tips it away, chases it down at the buzzer, and at the half, the Rebels are on top, 29-10 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. A great first half for the Rich Rebels offensively and defensively as well. This second quarter has been brought to you by J-Bar Excavation, quality work on all kinds of projects. Stay tuned, we've got your halftime show coming up when we return. It's 29-10 Rebels at the end of one.
This is Rebel Senior Amberly Smith, and you're tuned in to Rich High Hoops on Rebel Radio KADQ FM 98.3 with live streaming video at mylocalradio.com.
The best family vacations create lifelong memories. The Wind River Hotel and Casino in Riverton, Wyoming offers a family dinosaur dig and vacation package that includes digging for fossils at the Wyoming Dinosaur Center, sack lunches, tours of the museum, and lovely clean rooms for a comfortable night's stay. With 3 restaurants to choose from, you and your family will have fun, eat well, and rest easy. Schedule your family dinosaur dig at the Wind River Hotel and Casino in Riverton, Wyoming today. Call 866-657-1604. As the hospital closest to Bear Lake, professional medical care is always available at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. As a full-service hospital, Bear Lake Memorial offers an emergency room that's open 24/7. They treat patients of all ages. Other professional services include physicians' clinics, assisted living, home health services, counseling, dialysis, physical, occupational, and speech therapy, orthopedic care, and skilled nursing. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Count on us to care.
Make this winter epic when you rent from Epic Recreation in Garden City, Utah. We rent cabins, snowmobiles, snowcat razors, snow tire bicycles, snowshoes, and more. Thank goodness winter is long, because at Bear Lake, we make it epic. Call us today and book your epic adventure at Bear Lake. Recreation and lodging packages available year-round. Call Epic Recreation today or book online at epicrecreation.net. When you're buying and selling real estate, you want to work with an agent that knows the area and understands property values. You want to work with an agent that listens to what you're looking for and knows how to find it for you. And it's important to know all of your options. That's why it's smart to work with the best. Gary McKee and the agents at Bear Lake Realty in Garden City, Utah, helping folks buy and sell real estate for over 25 years. When you work with Bear Lake Realty, you're working with the best. Visit bearlakerealty.com today. Rolene Kennedy of Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston is your Rich County representative. The mother of 5 Rich High graduates and grandmother of 3 more graduates in the making, Rolene is here for you. She's a recipient of GM's highest salesman honor, the Mark of Excellence Award winner, meaning she provides you with the best customer service in the industry. The next time you're looking for a car or truck, think Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, your Rich County representative.
Go Rebels!
Well, if it was 9 months ago, that first half would have likely gone very differently. In fact, 12 months ago, the Rebels faced the Bryce Valley Mustangs in this 1A preview, and Bryce Valley won 48-27 as they opened the season. That they would go on to win a state championship. The Rebels finished 5th last year. This year, much different story, though. The Rebels on top 29-10 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. You heard that right, 29-10. Amber Smith led the way with 9 points. She scored just 1 point less than the entire Bryce Valley team, which was led by McKenna Syret's 4. McKenna Stacy for the Rebels had 8 points. Makira Grohl 7. And then Julia Hopkin 3 and Risha Larson with a deuce. And Rich jumped out to an 8-0 lead before Bryce Valley got any points on the board. Rich dominant in the first half. It's the halftime show. We've got some first half highlights brought to you by the town of Randolph coming up when we return on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
Randolph is located near the geographic center of Rich County, Utah, on a high plateau with an average elevation of 6,300 feet. The first group of settlers, led by Randolph H. Stewart, camped on a knoll south of the present town site on March 14, 1870. Randolph is a town of extremes, from 90 degrees in the summer to -40 in the winter. The folks who live here are also extreme, extremely loyal, extremely friendly, and extremely supportive of our youth. Good luck to all the Rich Rebels this year from everyone at the town of Randolph. Coverage of Rich High School sports is also being made possible by Delmas Equipment, repairing equipment for over 20 years, farming equipment assembly, and custom fabrication. The Thompson Ranch, Brian and Becky Thompson, promoting student learning and success in all areas. And Western Ag Credit, reliable credit for all things agriculture.
(29-10) at the half. It's time for some first half highlights brought to you by the town of Randolph. Mayor Lynn Weston, board members Sim Bell, Brian Wires, Bridget Pugmire, Melanie Lim, and clerk Lana Peart. In that first half, the Rebels were dominant. They jumped out to an 8-0 lead. Bryce Valley, it was almost, it was 6 minutes and 15 seconds into the game before they got their first 2 points and only scored those 2 points in the entire first quarter. The Rebels led 14-2 after 1. And Rebels extended that lead. Rich, pretty consistent. 14 points in the first quarter, 15 in the second quarter. Bryce Valley came alive a bit offensively in the second quarter. A three-pointer from McKenna Sybert, a three from Carleen Roundy, plus a couple of free throws. And Bryce Valley scored the 10 points in the second quarter compared with just their 2 in the first. But Rich with that 29-point first half on top big, 29-10 at the half on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Led by Amber Smith's 9 points. I had her with 4 rebounds. A couple other things Rich did well. They took care of the basketball. Again, one of your keys of the game brought to you by Rich County was the golden rule. Rich had to treat the basketball like gold, and they did. Just 6 turnovers in the first half. Boy, and I'll tell you, I guarantee Coach Cody Lundgren, if they could go 12 to 14 turnovers a game, he could definitely more than live with that. That might be something to be real excited about. That's what they're on pace for, is 12 or maybe 13 turnovers. So Rich took care of the ball well in the first half, and they forced some turnovers. Bryce Valley I had with 13 turnovers in the first half. And I heard Coach Lundgren during practice this past Monday say, tell his girls, his team, you know, I think we're a team that can take care of the ball well. We've got very good guards. We're very solid top to bottom. We're smart. And one of the things he wanted his team to do was take care of the basketball, and they certainly did in that first half. A 29-10 lead at the half. We had a couple of candidates for, excuse me, Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shots of the game. Amber Smith's 3 in the first half, or in the first quarter, to make it 8-0. Part of that early 8-0 run for the Rebels. McKenna Stacy hit a 3-pointer. She had 8 points in the first half and helped the Rebels to that big lead. Kiara Grohl also hit a 3 in the first half. A couple of back-to-back threes for Rich, and made it 22-6. One from Kiara midway through the second quarter. So number of candidates for shots of the game. The play of the game came in the first half, or at least your top candidate for Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game. Risha Larson had it. Drew in the defense. I believe it was Risha. Was it Talisha? I think it was Risha. Drew in the defense, and Amber Smith cut to the hoop. Talisha got it to Amber, who hit the layup. Was fouled on the shot. She didn't get the free throw to go, but it was a very nice find from Larson to Smith. And that's your top candidate for play of the game, brought to you by Rolene Kennedy. The Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game so far, well, we'll see. It's certainly an adjustment for Coach Lundgren to figure out lineups and who's going to be playing when and where exactly, and that's been a great adjustment from him so far as the Rebels have a 29-10 lead. We'll take one more quick break. We'll be back with a little more of our halftime show. First half highlights have been brought to you by Town of Randolph, home of the Rich Rebels. Back right after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
The best family vacations create lifelong memories. Schedule a family whitewater rafting trip today. Packages include your hotel room, transportation, whitewater rafting, and lunch in a native teepee. The Wind River Canyon is located on the Wind River Indian Reservation in Riverton, Wyoming, and is home to the Northern Arapaho and Eastern Shoshone tribes. Come and enjoy the waves, the breathtaking views of the oldest canyons in Wyoming. Call today the Wind River Hotel and Casino, where families play, stay, win. 866-657-1604. When it comes to parts and service, don't rely on anyone other than the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. The professional mechanics and parts department team have the experience to help you with whatever you need. When you need to add a winch, get an extra belt or spark plugs, winterize, repair or replace tires, or have a rebuild, they can help. Whatever you need, gift ideas, parts, accessories, or a great mechanic, you'll find it all at Cache Honda Yamaha in between Logan and Smithfield on Highway 91.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
It's the Chevy closeout sale going on now at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston. Employee pricing is back on select remaining 2017s in every trim package and employee pricing on all remaining 2017 trucks. Receive up to 20% off MSRP on select models, and that is huge. Or receive 0% financing for 72 months. It's the Chevy closeout sale going on now at Auto Farm.
Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
We're back to start second half action. Teams exchange turnovers. Rebels got a takeaway, pushed it up court a little too fast and gave it right back. Mustangs with the basketball, left wing. Bryce Valley attacking left to right in the second half at mylocalradio.com. We welcome you tuned in. A drive, Nelson's wild shot, and she's bailed out with a whistle and a foul. Rebels on top 29-10. Stacy's repair scoreboard. Julia Hopkin picks up the foul, and that's her third. That may prompt a substitution before too long from Coach Lundgren. First free throw is up and good from Brianna Nelson, her first points of the game. Second free throw, also good. 29-12. We'll see what kind of team comes out from Bryce Valley. What adjustments. I know Coach Brinkerhoff is very intense. Smith, left wing. Kiera for three. Couldn't get it to go. Rims around, off the glass and out. And the rebound pulled down by McKenna Syret. 29-12. And the Rebels jumped out to an 8-0 lead and extended that lead out. They led by as much as 21 points, 27-6 late in the second quarter. Ball in the right wing. Madison Syret up top. They fire inside for DCO. Kicks it back outside. Syret drives by the D. Good help. Kick it back to DCO, who puts up the quick shot and hits. Bryce Valley is coming alive offensively with some good ball movement, and the Rebels have let up just a little bit offensively. Down inside, Hopkin kicks it back outside. Cornea with the jumper from the left or the right elbow. Misses the shot. Fight for the rebound and a foul against Rich on Lauren Thompson, I believe, the only one in the vicinity. And for Lauren, that would be, they call that on Amber. Amber Smith picks up the foul. 29-14. Mustangs on a 4-0 run to start this second half. Right wing, Syret tries to drive. Smith cuts her off. Nelson gets the ball, drives into Julia Hopkin, who has her arms straight up, and they'll call the defensive foul. And Julia may have been raising her arms just a little too late on that drive by Nelson, but I thought Hopkin had position defensively. Nelson with the free throws. It misses the first, and Nelson will have a second. That fourth personal foul against Julia Hopkin. I want to pick up a fifth, so McKenna Stacy checks into the game. Stacy, Smith, Thompson, Cornea, and Grohl on the floor. Second free throw is good, and it's 29-15. Lead is cut to 14. Quickly up court, Lauren Thompson. Top of the key to Smith. Amberly, one dribble, then gives to Kiera. Grohl guarded in a man-to-man defense. Grohl tries to drive, and she's hit. And a foul called against Kaylani Decio. That would be her third, I believe. And it is. Rebels will inbound from the baseline. A Circle H Land and Cattle Company inbound play. Haven't had any Mound Valley, just one Mound Valley Cattle Company jump ball so far. McKenna fires in for Lauren Thompson. It's deflected away and out of bounds by Syret. And Rich will inbound and try it again. Circle H Land and Cattle Company inbound play. Our camera today is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. Bear Lake Realty fan cam before too long here. Kiera to inbound. The Rebels on top, 29-15. Smith back to Grohl, dribbles into the lane, floats it up with the right hand, can't get it to go off through a lot of contact. The rebound pulled down by Bryce Valley. Left side, and Syret started to drive, kicks it back outside to Nelson, gives it across to Syret, who goes up across the lane, off the glass, no good. Lauren Thompson with the rebound. Up ahead to Cornea, quickly to Stacy, all the way to the hoop, and she's hit. Ball pops out and pulled away by Bryce Valley. Mustangs have taken it up a level defensively, forcing a couple of turnovers here. A drive, up off the glass, and in. Brooklyn Syret with the basket, 29-17. Rebels have yet to score here in this third quarter. Kiera fakes right, goes left all the way to the hoop, dishes off, and she's fouled as she tried to pass it. The foul, I believe, on Madison Syrett, her second personal. It was before the shot or on the shot. They'll say Kiera was shooting. And we'll get 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. Rich just 4 of 12 in that first half, 33% from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Needs to improve on that. Kiera starts that off on the right way. Drains the first for Bear Lake Realty free throw, has one more. They gave her 2 points for that free throw. We'll take it, but I think the scoreboard will have to be adjusted. Kiera, second free throw, also good. Maybe they were just anticipating that she would make both. 31-17, 33. Did I miss a basket? Did I miss a Rebel basket, Glenn? I think it should be 31. The ball pops free as McKenna Syrett was going through the lane. She lost her footing and went down. Rebels come up with the loose ball, fire it ahead. Smith saves it, and Kiera's on the sideline. Fakes the pass and then dribbles in, puts it up with the left hand, and gets it to go on the layup. 33-17. Scoreboard gave Kiera 2 points apiece for the free throws. Now they keep it at 33, and we'll see if that's where they settle. Shot up, no good. Kiera rebound, and she's fouled over the top. Madison Syrett will pick up her third. A little drive by Kiera, maybe a candidate for Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game. Amber saved the ball from going out of bounds. Saved it to Kiera up on the left wing, and then Grohl saw the lane and took it. Right side, lazy pass, picked off by Nelson. She'll try to go all the way. Stop, step through, and a travel is called. I thought that was, what do they call that? Almost like the Euro step type move by Nelson, but she maybe took one extra step before that Euro step through. 33-17. Rebels lead is 16. It was 19 at the half. Bryce Valley scored the first 7 points of this second half. Rebels almost lose it. Smith comes up with it, gives to Stacy. Shot from the right elbow off target. Rebound Syrett. That was Brooklyn on the board. Just under 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Brought to you by Epic Recreation. Make your vacation an epic one to remember. For rentals in Bear Lake, visit epicrecreation.net. Nelson left side, outside to Roundy, who takes the long three and misses short. Rebels with the rebound. Kiera all the way to the hoop. Up over Roundy, can't get it to go. Lauren Thompson with the rebound, and it's ripped away by Syrett across the key. Stacy almost comes up with it, but can't quite get it. Up the right side. Bryce Valley at the top of the key, gives to Floyd on the right wing, bounces to Nelson. Rebels in looks like a 2-3 zone defense. Nelson dribbles around the top. Coach Brinkerhoff says attack, attack. Now they bounce it inside. Roundy turns, hits. From inside the key, a short shot for Carlene Roundy, and she has 5 points. Makes it 33-19. Lauren Thompson with the ball, and she's confused about the travel call. Moved her pivot foot. Rebel third turnover of the quarter. Rich has been outscored 9-4 so far here in this third quarter, brought to you by Town of Randolph. Rebels in a 2-3 zone defense with Lauren and Kiera up top. Talisha Larson in the middle down low. Amber Smith down low as well, and McKenna Stacy, the third defender down on the bottom. Ball across the key. Smith intercepts it, and then she's tripped heading up court by Kesley Floyd, excuse me. I don't think anything malicious. Kesley was just going for the basketball and picks up her first. Smith, we'll credit her with a station in Randolph steal. Rebels have forced 4 turnovers here in the third quarter. Smith out on the right wing. Amber Lee, 9 points in the first quarter. Kiera, left wing. Left a little space. She'll shoot the 3 and miss. Nelson with the rebound for Bryce Valley. She'll turn and go. Brianna up the left side. Under 2.5 left to go in the Epic Recreation third. Rebels stay in the 2-3 zone. Roundy in the right corner. Fires inside. And Johnson had it. Gave to Roundy. Missed the shot. Nelson with the offensive board, and she's fouled. So Nelson will go back to the free throw line where she's 3 of 4. 3 points in the game. Lauren Thompson picks up her second personal. Rebel 4th team foul. Rich on top, 33-19 in the third quarter. And Nelson, good shooter from the free throw line, is 4 of 5 with 1 more coming. Third quarter brought to you by Epic Recreation. Second free throw for Nelson, no good. Rebound tipped away from Larson. Nope, tipped away from Floyd and out of bounds. So another offensive second chance for Bryce Valley. Mustangs will inbound, and it's Nelson to trigger it in. Looking inside, instead fires it outside. Good defense by Rich underneath. To the right wing, Nelson holds, back up top, swing it around. Floyd on the left wing, looking back up top. She finds STEINECKERT for 3. That one missed over the top, and Smith pulls down her 5th rebound. To Stacy. McKenna up ahead to Lauren. Across the key, nice pass, thread the needle to Talisha Larson, who couldn't get the shot to go from the left side. And Bryce Valley passing across, trying to do an outlet pass, was a funny bounce out of bounds. From the baseline, Circle H Land and Cattle Company inbound play. Rebels go up top. Lauren Thompson, left corner. Kiera open 3, gets a great screen. The shot is good, count it, and a foul. Amber Smith on the screen. And Kiera hits the 3 plus the foul. This would be your Rolene Kennedy at Castle Rock Chevrolet shot, maybe play of the game. If Kiera can get the free throw to go at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Kiera with 14 points, averaged 12.8 per game last year. Kaylee Cornea checks back in. Cornea, Stacy, Grohl, Smith, and Talisha Larson on the floor. Substitutions for Bryce Valley as well. 36-20. Rebel lead is 16 with Kiera at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Toes the line. A few dribbles, couple spins, shoots, and gets it to go. Nothing but nylon for Kiera, who completes the 4-point play. 37-20. Rebels on top. On the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Top of the key. STEINECKERT throws. It's tipped and taken away by Kiera. Grohl up to the left side. Takes the foul, misses the layup, but will head back to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Station in Randolph Steele sets up the fast break, and Grohl puts herself back at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. That 4-point play just moments ago, and Kiera back at the line for a couple more free throw opportunities. If you're looking for beachfront room with a view, maybe you've got some relatives looking for a timeshare option in the Bear Lake area, visit bearlakerealty.com or stop in Bear Lake Realty in Garden City. Talk with Gary and Amber McKee. Sydney Hopkins checks into the game as Kiera hits the first, hits the second. Grohl knocking it down from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line, makes it 39-20. Rebel lead is back up to 19. The Mustangs went on a 7-0 run to start this third quarter, but then since then, Rich has gone on a 10-3 run. All 10 of those points from Grohl, left corner. Thought about the shot, did Brinkerhoff. That was Macy Brinkerhoff. Instead, Bryce Valley swings it around, bounce it inside, looking for the pass, and Sydney Hopkins reaches around to knock the ball away. Hopkins will pick up her first foul within the first about 30 seconds of getting into the game. Rebel 15 foul. Lob into the middle, Oakley Johnson, quick shot, and 5'8" sophomore uses her height to her advantage to hit the shot. 39-22. Kiera crosses the timeline. Rebels attacking right to left with 50 seconds left to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Talisha out on the right wing, goes up top to Cornea. Kaylee, maybe have gotten away with a dribble, gives off to Kiera, fakes the shot, drives in, bounces to Talisha, back outside to Risha. A couple of dribbles and kick it back outside. Kiera thought about firing underneath to a wide open Sydney Hopkins, but they covered her before she could make the pass. Under 30 to go, Rebels showing some good patience. Kiera drives, kicks it off to Cornea. Kaylee to the free throw line, bounce back up top. Risha, under 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Larson holds, gives back to Kiera. Grohl, guarded by Oakley. Gives to Cornea. Kaylee, bounce pass inside for Larson. She's bumped, ball knocked out of bounds and off of Bryce Valley, or a foul is what they'll call, with 6.1 seconds left to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. The foul charged to Tori Nelson. The freshman picks up her first personal. That's a 7th team foul, which puts Risha on the free throw line to shoot 1-and-1. Bear Lake Realty free throw. First one is good, nothing but net. Nice shot by Risha. She's got 3 points in the game, looking for number 4. Rebels looking to push that lead back to 19 points. 40-22 in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Rebels led 29-10 at the half. Second free throw by Larson, no, off the front of the rim, right side, and chased down by Bryce Valley. They'll push up court, launch a half-court shot at the buzzer is way short, and Rich leads at the end of 3, 40-22 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. This third quarter has been brought to you by Epic Recreation on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Make this winter epic when you rent from Epic Recreation in Garden City, Utah. We rent cabins, snowmobiles, snowcat razors, snow tire bicycles, snowshoes, and more. Thank goodness winter is long, because at Bear Lake, we make it epic. Call us today and book your epic adventure at Bear Lake. Recreation and lodging packages available year-round. Call Epic Recreation today or book online at epicrecreation.net.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
Rebels jumped out to a 14-2 lead after one, led by 19 at the half, 29-10. Bryce Valley with a much better third quarter, outscoring the Rebels 12-11. But Rich still with a lead, 40-22 as we start the fourth quarter. Brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care. That's Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. Lauren, left wing to Hopkins. Sidney has it stripped away but gets it back. The freshman picks up the dribble and gives to Cornea on the left wing. Kaylee dribbles to her right and bounces to Lauren Thompson. Looking for Talisha in the post, but can't get it to her. Some pressure defense from Carlene Roundy. Talisha comes up with the ball, goes right, misses, and Decio with the rebound. Good idea by Larson. Just missed a bit short on the shot from the right side off the glass. Under 7.5 left to go. Rebels on top, 40-22. Left side, Roundy thought about the shot, gets away with the travel. She shuffled her feet and then passes off. Bounce inside for Decio. Double team comes, kicks it back outside. Syrat again back into Decio. Backs in, misses too strong off the glass. Nelson with the offensive board. Misses, but she gets her own offensive board again. Roundy fires across to Syrat. McKenna goes back around. They go to Nelson again. Rebels still in a 2-3. Nope, looks like they've switched to a man-to-man defense. Lob inside to Decio. Kicks it back up top. Nelson for 3. Too strong. Rebound hit away from Hopkin, and a push called against Decio, I believe, would be her third personal foul if it is called on, or nope, make it fourth personal foul. 8th team foul, but on the rebound, it shouldn't be free throws. I think they're going to give Rich 1-on-1 free throws, but I don't think that's what it should be. I guess we'll take them anyway. Sydney Hopkin at the free throw line to shoot 1-and-1. Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Visit BearLakeRealty.com. Hopkin misses short, and the rebound pulled down by Bryce Valley's McKenna Syrat. 6:40 left to go. The ball game, fourth quarter, brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Left side, Syrat with it. Dribbles to her right to the free throw line, kicks it back outside. Nelson fakes the 3, bounces and kicks it left side. Roundy for 3, got it. Carlene Roundy with her second 3 of the ball game. Makes it 40-25. Rebel lead is 15. Roundy hit a couple of big 3-pointers against Tabiona in the state championship about 9 months ago. Sydney Hopkin with it on the left wing, and Rich takes a timeout. We'll take one as well in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Rebels on top 40-25.
This is Rich Rebel Senior Talisha Larson, and you're tuned into Rich High Hoops on Rebel Radio KADQ FM 98.3 with live streaming video at mylocalradio.com.
As the hospital closest to Bear Lake, professional medical care is always available at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. As a full-service hospital, Bear Lake Memorial offers an emergency room that's open 24/7. They treat patients of all ages. Other professional services include physicians' clinics, assisted living, home health services, counseling, dialysis, physical, occupational, and speech therapy, orthopedic care, and skilled nursing. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Count on us to care.
Back at the Sevier Valley Center. Opening game of the 2017-18 season for the Rebels and Bryce Valley Mustangs. Mustangs the defending state champs. And the Rebels took fifth last year. Rich jumped out to a 29-10 lead at the half. Rebels on top by 15 here with 6:06 left in the fourth quarter. Just a real quick look at the Bear Lake Realty fan cam. Our camera today is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. Visit bearlakerealty.com. Kiera Grohl, 17 points in the ball game, has the basketball. Goes left side, Hopkin. Couple of dribbles. Rich looking to spread things out. Be patient here. Cornea back to Hopkin. Bryce Valley. A man-to-man defense. Hopkin backs it out and gives to Kiera. Grohl dribbles left, finds a lane. Ball punched out by Nelson, but from behind, and a reach-in foul is called. Nelson's third puts Kiera back at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. That's a 9th team foul. One more, and the Rebels will be shooting 2. This time, this trip, Rebels a 1-and-1 for Kiera. And Grohl can't get the first to go. Hopkin fights for the rebound, tips it off of Roundy. Nope, off of Hopkin. Good hustle, good attempt. Kiera was 5 for 5 from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line before that miss. Last year, Grohl, 66% free throw shooter. Top on the team was Amber Smith, 78% in varsity action. Left side, Roundy, open three. No, short this time. Rebound, Hopkin goes up high to pull it down. Rebels up the right side, a long pass for Lauren Thompson. She'll go back up top. Stacy backs it out. Run some clock here. Kiera holds it out on the left wing. Rebels on top, 40-25. This is what Bryce Valley likes to do to teams. Get a lead and then hold. McKenna drives in and splits the D up with the layup. McKenna Stacy with 10 points, 42-25. And that's one of the things you get from if you spread the floor, get those defenders out, you get a wide open lane and easy bucket from Stacy. Pass into the lane, kick it back outside. Oakley Johnson kicks it up top. 3-point shot off the front of the Thompson to Stacy. She'll drive to the free throw line, float it up again, and McKenna Stacy with the iron rebound. Stacy, quick outlet pass to Grohl.
Appreciate every customer at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. They understand that you have lots of options when it comes to purchasing outdoor recreation vehicles. That's why they work hard to earn your business by making sure they understand exactly what you want. They're friends with their customers. When you're happy, they're happy. If you haven't been to their store, they invite you to come visit. And if you've already one of their friends, stop in again soon and check out all of this season's gear. Cache Honda Yamaha in between Logan and Smithfield on US 91.
Rebels led 14-2 at the end of the first quarter. And Rich leads 44-25 with just under 4 minutes left to go in the final period. DCO receives the inbound, misses the shot. Rebound pulled down by Bryce Valley. Good offensive board. They kick it back up top, swing it around, down left corner, and back inside to DCO. Ball stripped away, and Hopkin comes up with a station in Randolph steal. That's been an issue today for Bryce Valley, is possessing the basketball. I've got the Rebels with 9 turnovers. One of the Rich County keys of the game was to take care of the basketball, limit turnovers, and Rich has done that today. 21 turnovers by my tally from Bryce Valley. And Rich with just 9. Hopkin dribbles around the left side with that left-handed dribble, passes back out, and fouled by Roundy, or Nelson was also in the area. Mustangs trying to get a takeaway, stopped the action, and instead they foul Hopkin, who will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. We're in the double bonus. A couple Bear Lake Realty free throws coming. The foul charge to Carlene Roundy, her second personal. Hopkins' first is good. Julia averaged 5 points per game last year, has 4 so far in this contest, with another Bear Lake Realty free throw coming. Julia steps back up, 2 dribbles, quick shot, misses off the back of the iron. Smith, offensive board, has it tipped away into the hands of Lauren Thompson, who dribbles back outside. Smith a little quiet here in the second half compared to the 9 points in the first. Stacy shoots on some good ball movement by the Rebels, but couldn't get the shot to go. A lot of contact. 45-25, Rebel lead is 20 with just under 3 minutes to go. Right side, Nelson looks inside. She's got Oakley and Johnson inside to Decio, misses the shot, gets her own board, misses the shot again. Rebound, Smith had it. It was knocked away, and Nelson goes to the floor. A whistle, and looks like a timeout for Bryce Valley. We'll take one more quick timeout here in this Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Rebels on top by 20 on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
It's the Chevy closeout sale going on now at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston. Employee pricing is back on select remaining 2017s in every trim package, and employee pricing on all remaining 2017 trucks. Receive up to 20% off MSRP on select models, and that is huge. Or receive 0% financing for 72 months. It's the Chevy closeout sale going on now at Auto Farm.
Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
45-25, the Rebels with the 20-point lead over the defending state champion Bryce Valley Mustangs. And if you look back at the stats, Rebels last year averaged 43 points a game, almost 44. And between the players who graduated in Melanie Lamborn, Ashley Grohl, Millie Weston, Andy Cornea, Heather Thompson, Savannah Peart not playing this year, and then Michaela Davis. That was almost 22 points a game. Rebels returned, between all these players here on the court, plus a few others that are freshmen this year, 23 points a game. So they return a few more points per game than they lost. As for Bryce Valley, it's almost all gone. 36 points per game graduated, 9 points per game returned. And you've seen the Rebels have a 20-point lead. That's a pretty good testament of just how many players left and how teams have adjusted. Nelson shoots over the top, offensive board, and a foul on the putback. Puts, I believe this is Madison Syrett at the free throw line. Foul charged to Kim Nye, her first personal. And Syrett will have 2 free throws. Bryce Valley's been good at the free throw line today, especially here in this second half. That's 5 out of 6 so far in the second half, or 5 out of 7, correction. One more coming for Syrett, who has 3 points, misses the free throw, lane violation, Rebel basketball. One of the Mustangs jumped in early. Nye, Larson, that's Talisha, I believe, on the floor. No, Risha, along with Leifson, inbound for Risha. She's pushed by Kesley Floyd, this freshman. That'll put Larson at the free throw line to shoot 2. Again, we're in the double bonus. That's a 10-plus, I think, 11th team foul, if I'm remembering correctly, on the Mustangs. 2:28 left to go. Kesley Floyd with her 3rd personal. We've got Smith, Larson, Nye, and Leifson on the floor for the Rebels. Larson's first is good. Risha Larson, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 4 points in the ball game. Another Bear Lake Realty free throw coming for Rich. It's a 20-point lead with 2:28 left in this fourth quarter, brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Second free throw from Larson, also good. 47-26. Rich with the lead. Larson, 5 points in the game. Syrett, left side. Gives to Syrett. Down inside to Decio. Strong move, misses the shot. Rebound, Larson. Risha sprints out in front of everybody, then slows it down. Lets the defense go by. Dribbles left, back to her right. Ball stripped away by Nelson. Good reach around strip. Nelson goes in and travels again with it. She took that hop step. I don't think that's a travel. She landed evenly on both feet and then took the step on the shot. But the official doesn't like it. He's the one that makes the call, and it's a travel. 47-26. Leifson to inbound. Some full court pressure from Bryce Valley. Risha loses the dribble, gets it back, now looking for somewhere to go. Gets Nye at the midcourt. Good cut, move away from the ball, but then stripped away by Nelson. Rebel third turnover of the quarter. Second in 2 possessions. Nelson up to the right corner. Kicks it to Syret, back to Nelson. Top of the key, three-pointer up and good. Brooklyn Syret knocks it down. She has 5 points in the game, and it's 47-29. Coach Brinkerhoff calls a timeout with 1:38 left to go. We'll keep it right here and give you the Bear Lake Realty fan cam. Glenn, see if, can you get any fans? You see the... Just give you a little instruction here real quick. There's a zoom in and out right there. We can zoom in maybe on the back of Reed Grohl's head or something. Our camera today is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. Call 435-946-8888. That's 946-8888. There's Reed Grohl, granddaughter Kiera on the court in this game. She's had a nice one, 17 points. If you're looking for real estate in the Bear Lake area, visit bearlakerealty.com. They are the best. 435-946-8888. 47-29. Rebels with a big lead. They built a 14-2 lead in the first quarter. In fact, Rich was on top 8-0 before Bryce Valley scored at the 2:45 mark in the first quarter. It took 5 minutes 15 seconds for Bryce Valley to get any points on the board. And credit to Rebels defense. Also, Bryce Valley trying to figure out who is going to score for them this year. They graduated their top 6 scorers from last year's state championship squad. Leifson inbounds to Wallenton. Alley tries to split the defense. Ball pops loose. It's on the floor. Bryce Valley scrambles. Jump ball is brought to you by Mountain Valley Cattle Company, and possession arrow says Bryce Valley basketball. So the Rebels turn it over for a 4th time, and Bryce Valley bringing the heat against a younger Rebel squad on the floor. Inbound for Bryce Valley. They go into the middle. Decio goes up and gets it, puts it up, misses, gets her own board, puts it up again, misses. Rebound. Smith had it, tipped away, and Larson comes up with the loose ball. For Smith, that's 7 rebounds by my tally in the game. Risha gives off to Wallenton. Alley out on the right wing, dribbles against Larson, cuts back toward the middle. Larson reaches in, knocks it, or Nelson rather, reaches in, knocked it away. Wallenton dove back on it. Jump ball called. Coach Lundgren wanted a timeout, didn't get it. Excuse me. I thought Nelson got away with a reach in there, but inconsequential with the Rebels on top by 18 points and 1 minute 8 seconds left to go. Another jump ball brought to you by Mountain Valley Cattle Company. Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. This time possession arrow says Rich Rebels. So Leifson will look to inbound. Bounces into Wallenton in the right corner. Pressure comes out and a whistle and a foul. I believe it was Kasia Brinkerhoff on the defense. Coach Brinkerhoff platooning players in and out. Kasia picks up her first personal as Allie Wallenton goes to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line to shoot 2. Wallenton has not scored in this one, and I believe this is her varsity debut. First free throw, high arching short Bear Lake Realty free throw. One more coming as Taylor McKinnon checks into the game. So you got McKinnon, Larson, Leifson, and Wallenton on the floor. And Allie Wallenton shooting another Bear Lake Realty free throw. Rebels will hold on and win this one with just 1 minute 4 seconds left to go. Wallenton's second free throw. Again, the high rainbow drops through. So Wallenton hits 1 of 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws, and Rich leads by 19. Quick pass down inside to Decio. Backs in and puts it up off the glass. Decio has 5 in the game. 48-31. And working against different defenders. Julia Hopkins did a nice job shutting Decio down. She's a big, strong girl and comes away with a steal on that possession. Rebels more of a throwaway. Quick pass up ahead. Nelson was looking for Syret, and Syret wasn't looking for the pass. 37 seconds left to go. Rebels will take on Wayne tomorrow. Invite you to tune in for our pregame show starting at 2:30 from here at the Sevier Valley Center. Wallenton inbounds. Risha with the left-handed dribble. Crosses the timeline, pressure comes from behind, and Nelson steals it away. Nelson up court, bounces into the middle, one dribble, and Roundy misses from the left side. Rebound tipped around, Nelson had it. Ball on the floor, Leifson wraps her up with 21.1 seconds left in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Nelson a bit slow to get up. Leifson may have come down on her a little bit funny as she went for that basketball in the Mound Valley Cattle Company jump ball. Couple of good games coming up tonight, or what I think will be good games tonight after this one. Paiute and Wendover, then Panguitch takes on Monticello, and Wayne and Tabiona cap off the night. Three-point shot up, missed. Larson tips the ball over to Larson. That was Risha to Talisha. Give to Jackie, lobs it over to Wallentine with under 10 seconds to go. Nelson still battling, knocks the ball away, goes to the hoop, misses the shot. Leifson with good defense. Wallentine has the rebound, dribbles a few times, and time expires. Rebels win 48-31 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. A solid, and especially first half, Rebels were very dominant to beat Bryce Valley. 48-31 your final score. Post-game shows coming up. We've got your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap and much more on the post-game show when we return. Again, our final score at the end of the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Rebels, wow, 48-31 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard.
This is Rich Rebel Senior Talisha Larson, and you're tuned into Rich High Hoops on Rebel Radio KADQ FM 98.3 with live streaming video at mylocalradio.com.
Whenever you need dirt work, always think of J-Bar Excavation first. The professionals at J-Bar Excavation have all the right equipment and the experience to provide quality work that fits your schedule and your budget. Serving customers for years, the team at J-Bar Excavation understands the area and will work with you to create exactly what you're looking for. Stop in today. J-Bar Excavation, 90 Main Street in Randolph, Utah. It doesn't matter what season you visit Bear Lake. Make sure you always stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods. You'll find lots of great quality inventory at low prices, including guns and ammo. During the winter, you can rent cross-country skis, snowshoes, and buy your ski passes to Beaver Mountain. Pugstones is always the best place to get information about the area and purchase your hunting or fishing licenses. Everything you need with one stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods at the four-way stop in Garden City.
Welcome to the post-game show, and it's time first for the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap, where fresh and fast meet at 113 Front Street in Evanston. Rebels open up the 2017-18 season against the defending state champ Bryce Valley Mustangs, but the Rebels were the team looking like more of a state champ contender. Rebels jumped out to an 8-0 lead. Bryce Valley didn't score for the first 5 minutes and 15 seconds. They finally got 2 points on the board, but that's all they could manage in the first quarter, and Rich led 14-2 after one. Rebels extended that lead out to a 29-10 first half lead. Rich was up by 19 at the half. Bryce Valley came out fired up in the third quarter, scored 7 straight, but then Rich woke up and ended up outscoring Bryce Valley 11-5 the rest of the way in the third quarter. Went in with an 18-point lead to the fourth and kept that lead pretty much intact. The Rebels went on to win 48-31. Kiara Grohl had 17 points, McKenna Stacy 12, and Amber Lee Smith 9.7 rebounds in the Rebel win 48-31 over the defending state champ Bryce Valley Mustangs. Rebels start the season off on the right foot 1-0 at the 1A preview in Richfield. This is your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Gourmet sandwiches, fresh and fast every day at 113 Front Street in Evanston. You're tuned in to the Rebel post-game show. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with your Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play and shot of the game, plus the Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game on Rebel Basketball on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
When you have dental care done, you let the dentist and the hygienists into your personal space. It's important that you and your family trust that your dentist will provide professional care in a comfortable atmosphere. Comprehensive Family Dental is a family-owned and operated business that understands how important this trust is. 2 locations make it convenient for you and your family when scheduling appointments. When it comes to your dental work, expect the best. Call Comprehensive Family Dental today at 435-793-2210. If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
Welcome back to the post-game show. Ryan Steineckert here. Post-game, the Rebels beat Bryce Valley 48-31. I told Jake earlier this week on My Local Sports I thought that Bryce Valley would beat Rich and Rich would beat Wayne. I'm glad to be wrong on the first count, as the Rebels open up the season 1-0 with a 48-31 win over Bryce Valley. It's time for your post-game show, and that includes your shot of the game, brought to you by Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We've got your Town of Laketown Rebel Sports update coming up, but first, again, the shot of the game, and I think we're going to give it to McKenna Stacy, her first varsity three-point basket. She's a freshman. This is her first varsity three-point basket. Rebels were up 14-3 early in the second quarter. Stacy found herself open just to the right of the top of the key and drained it. Made it 17-3 at that point. Stacy finished with 12 points in her varsity debut. And that was your shot of the game, that three-point basket from McKenna Stacy. Your Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game. There are a few candidates. We had a very nice play. Larson to Amber Smith for the bucket and the foul. And that put Rebels up 27-6 at that point. It was a great pass, nice assist, and a good finish by Smith. But boy, when you get a 4-point play, Kiara Grohl hits a three, then is fouled, makes the free throw, puts the Rebels on top 37-20 late in the third quarter. That is your Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game. Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game. That goes to Coach Cody Lundgren. It's always got to be tough to start a new season when you don't know. I mean, when you graduate 7 seniors, and all of them contributors from a year ago. Graduate 6, and then one player, because of injury and other things, decides she just can't play basketball. Not picking on anybody. I hope it's not taken that way. We're sorry that Savannah can't be here to play with the Rebels, but understand that what she's going through and wish her the best for sure. But so the bottom line is that you've got to work in some new players. You've got freshmen with a lot of talent. You're trying to figure out rotations and lineups and figure out just how these girls will play together. And on top of that, you're facing what you don't know anything about the opposition except that they are the defending state champs. Great adjustments coming into this game from Coach Cody Lundgren and his staff, Gary McKee and Jesse Calder. They came out, started off on the right foot in the first quarter, a 14-2 lead, and never looked back, led by as much as 19 points at the half and a 48-31 win. Very nice way to start the season for the Rich Rebels, and that's your adjustment of the game, brought to you by the Randolph Country Store. We may be small, but we've got it all. Well, coming up on the Town of Laketown Rebel Sports Update, we'll visit with Rebecca Walmsley, a member of the Rich Rodeo Club. Hear about what the Rodeo Club is up to this recently and in the coming weeks. That's coming up right after this. Again, the Rebels win 48-31 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. We'll take a quick break and be right back on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
There's real magic in enthusiasm. It spells the difference between being mediocre and having real accomplishments. The mayor and town council from the town of Laketown recognize the enthusiasm of the parents, teachers, fans, and students of Rich High School. Whether it's your education, sports, academic activities, or even your chores, enthusiasm can make all the difference.
When it comes to hard things in life, don't say, why me? Just say, try me. Remember, it's the tough things that make us the strongest. The cattle ranchers at Laziest Ranching are proud supporters of the youth in our community. Sim, Joe Jean, Carol, and Millie Weston, along with Sim Jr. and Maggie, remind everyone to eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels. That's right. Eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels.
Welcome to the Rebel Sports Update, brought to you by the town of Laketown. Good luck, Rebels, from Mayor Sim Weston and council members Dallas Clark, Chris Hodges, Gary Ogilvy, and Delora White. Our guest today on the town of Laketown Rebel Sports Update is Rebecca Wamsley. Ryan Steineckert with Rebecca Wamsley, freshman at Rich High School, member of the Rich Rodeo Club. Rebecca, thanks for your time today.
Yeah.
I mentioned the Rodeo Club. What else are you involved with at Rich High School?
I do basketball.
That just started last week.
Yeah.
Are you excited about that?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good year.
When did you first start playing basketball?
I've played ever since I can remember. I don't know.
Is that the same for rodeo?
Yep. Horses are my thing.
What events do you compete in rodeo?
I do breakaway, team roping, poles, barrels, the ring cow horse event, and sometimes others too, but...
Are there events you don't do in rodeo?
I don't do the boys' events.
So you do all the girls' events you can?
Yep.
Which one, do you have a favorite, or you just like different aspects of all of them?
I like the ring cow horse event. I think that's a really fun event.
For those of us who are not real familiar with rodeo, what do you do in the rein cow horse?
So it's kind of a different thing than like the actual rodeo part. It's where you have to do like a pattern with your horse, and then you work a cow, and I think it's fun.
When did you first, do you have a memory of the first time you ever did something like that out in the field, out on the ranch, or was it in rodeo?
I've always just done it out on the ranch. It's not really a certain time.
How old were you when you first rode a horse by yourself?
I don't know. Long time ago.
Before you can remember?
Yep.
Rebecca, how are things going for you personally this rodeo season so far in the fall?
It's been pretty good. I've qualified in the polls, but I hope to qualify in the other ones too.
You have time to work on that. Of course, the Dixie 6 rodeos started last week. They'll go for the next couple of weeks. Will you be able to attend any of those, or do you know if anybody from the Rich Rodeo Club is going to those?
I know that it just depends on the week. I think a lot of us will be down there, and I think it should be good.
Is there a lot of communication between Rodeo Club members, or is it just kind of go if you can, and you're probably going with your parents or other family members?
So, yeah, we just kind of go if we can or with our family, but the Rich Rodeo is the main one that we all go to.
So you've qualified in the polls, you said, right?
Yep.
Have other members of the team qualified in other events?
I think Fallon has, and a couple others.
Rebecca, tell me a little bit more about what draws you into rodeo. What do you like about competing in rodeo and going to the different rodeos every weekend?
I think it's fun. I like the challenge of being on your horse and working with the cows and every other event that you do there. I think it's really fun and a challenge.
Do you have other hobbies? Maybe you're busy with rodeo and classwork, schoolwork, and everything else, but do you have other activities or hobbies that you like to do outside of school?
Well, I like animals. I play with animals a lot, and I like art. Not the greatest at it, but I like art.
What's your favorite job on the ranch?
I like feeding cows.
What's the worst job on the ranch?
Moving pipe.
And last, Rebecca, what's the best thing about being a Rich Rebel?
I think it's fun to be involved in a high school and just be around people, and I think that it's a really good school that we're involved with here.
Rebecca Wamsley, freshman at Rich High School, member of the Rich Rodeo Club, the girls basketball team, and more. Thanks so much for your time. Good luck with your freshman year and with rodeo and everything else.
Well, thank you.
Thanks, Rebecca, for joining us on Rebel Sports Update presented by the town of Laketown. Good luck, Rebels, from the mayor and town council of Laketown. Well, again, the Rebels with a nice, solid win to start the season, 48-31 over the Bryce Valley Mustangs. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back to take a look ahead at Rich County sports and activities coming up. That's on Rebel Basketball right after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
In life, your integrity could also be considered your own personal brand. In ranching, the brand outlasts the rancher. As individuals, your character and your integrity also outlast your lifetime. At Reese Land and Livestock, the Rexes congratulate the Rich County School District students as they create personal integrity, their own individual brands, and wish you good luck in this year's academics and sports.
Back at the Sevier Valley Center post-game Rebel victory, 48-31. The Rebels beat the Bryce Valley Mustangs here tonight at the Sevier Valley Center. Rebels will get back on the court tomorrow. We'll tell you about that here on the look ahead. The Rebels basketball team takes on Wayne tomorrow. Our pregame starts at 2:30. Badgers have the nightcap tonight. They'll face, I believe, Tabiona. On the court now, if you're watching online at mylocalradio.com, is Paiute and Wendover. Paiute, the guest, leading 4-2. Wendover at the free throw line. Penguich and Monticello face off tonight at 7. And then the final game of the day is Wayne and Tabiona. And then Rich takes on Wayne tomorrow. Again, our pregame starts at 2:30. I should also mention that tonight the members of the Rich Rodeo Club, at least I think some of them are at the Dixie 6 Rodeo Series, the Dixie Rodeo #1. That's 3 of 6 rodeos. Events began today at 3 o'clock and continue tomorrow it's at the Washington County Fairgrounds, Washington County Regional Fairgrounds in Hurricane. And I'm sure they're hoping and maybe getting some nicer weather than we had in much of northern and central Utah today. Mentioned Rich Rebel girls basketball tomorrow, pregame at 2:30. Now, if you're looking for Wyoming Cowboys football tomorrow, as they take on Fresno State, the Cowboys game, pregame is at 11 o'clock, kickoff is at noon, and you can tune into that game on our sister station, KNYN 99.1 FM, the Big Dog in Country. That's the Cowboys at War Memorial Stadium hosting Fresno State. What else is going on this weekend? Let's see, tomorrow, Rich Middle School Royals basketball. The girls are, hosting Lyman at Rich Middle School. Games begin at 10 a.m. Also, the girls basketball team then will host Mountain View as well tomorrow. Games beginning at 1:30. Rich Middle School wrestlers will be at Kemmer, and the rodeo team at the Dixie Rodeo #2 rodeo series at the Washington County Fairgrounds, with the events beginning at 9 a.m. tomorrow. That will take it. That takes us through the weekend on the look ahead on Rebel Sports. 48-31, the final score on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. That wraps up our post-game show. Again, our final score: Rich jumped out, led 14-2 after a quarter, 29-10 at the half, and went on to win by 17, 48-31. Over the defending state champ Bryce Valley Mustangs. Join us again tomorrow when Rich takes on the Wayne Badgers. I think Wayne will be a little better, a little tougher opponent tomorrow. That's coming up, our pregame at 2:30 right here on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com. You can watch live. For tonight's videographer Glenn Smith and our producer Kate Bollender back in the studio, I'm Ryan Steineckert. We'll talk with you again soon.
You've been tuned in to Rich High School basketball on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, with live video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by these Rebel supporting businesses and individuals: the Wind River Hotel and Casino of Riverton, Wyoming, West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign of Evanston, Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, and by mylocalradio.com. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of Old West Media, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the aforementioned rights holder.
Our executive producer is Val Cook. We thank office manager Kayleen Anderson and our sales manager Julie Burley, along with KNYN Sports Director Jake Hibbert and production assistants Kate Bollender and AJ Lamb. Biggest thanks to all of our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit mylocalradio.com for archived games and past interviews with Rebel players and coaches. Thank you for joining us on this presentation of Rich Lady Rebel Basketball on KADQ FM 98.3 and online at mylocalradio.com. Until the next time, Rich High takes the court. Go Rebels!